All right, for those of you that want to tune in and hear some more about the behind the scenes and the unofficial, soon to be official history of Sightmark brand, I would like to talk a little bit about it and why we created it and how that actually happened. To give a little context to the origin of Sightmark, we need to go back to 2006. At that time, Sightmark was working with the brand Yukon, and at the end of a few years, we were able to launch that brand to great success, to the point where it's about 90% global market share, including Yukon brand and OEM products. At that time, Sightmark didn't know if we'd continue to work with Yukon or not. And we needed to find something to bring to the market and do it quickly. So we set out with a group of people in 2006, in 2007, at the beginning of that year. Sometime we met up in a conference room to discuss opportunities and identify new opportunities in the market. We knew we wanted to do something in the laser bore sight market. We tried out some non-branded products that did very, very well, and we were very excited about how useful and how new and innovative that product was, the in-chamber bore sight. And we knew we wanted to do something for the AR-15 platform. We saw that there's a lot of interest by consumers, but there wasn't a lot of national optics brands' attention on that segment. So we whiteboarded it. That's what Sightmark does. We went in a room, we talked about all the different products and the competitors in that space, and we went to work to kind of come up with a name. Interestingly, we ended up having about 10 names that we put on the board that we liked, we thought it would make sense for that market segment. And for whatever reason, the first two weren't available. And we set on Sightmark and we typed it into the URL and we had the URL available. So sightmark.com came to be. The other question came down to is what we were going to do for a logo. Originally, we didn't have a marketing team that was able to design and develop logos. So we contracted that out with a team actually internationally, and we get logo after logo, and it really, nothing was resonating. We had on order rifle scopes, bore sights, and reflex sight, all of which need packaging. And early in 2007, we're actually preparing to go to SHOT Show. And those packages all would have to be done and submitted. So we end up breaking a Corel Draw file and end up liking the result. And that's actually how the Sightmark crosshair came to be, as a happy accident. When we started and debuted Sightmark in 2007 at SHOT Show, at the beginning of the show, we actually had no marketing material. We had no logo that was officially seen anywhere. We'd have a listing in the SHOT Show book. Our products were actually not arrived yet. So we set up and we set up the booth, and the sales team were looking around and asking the question, what are we going to sell? What are we going to do? And we held it together and we talked about, we're launching today, Sightmark brand. That was 2007 SHOT Show. And they asked us, where are the products? And I said, the products are coming. Let's go ahead and set up the booth and get ready to greet people and find out what their needs are. By the end of the show, we had a rifle scope line, we had a binocular line, a spotting scope line, a reflex sight line, a bore sight line. And we had one of the most amazing shows. We had so many leads to follow up and a great initial response. And that's without a single logo and a single product. So due to the efforts of everyone coming together, working very hard, and focus on the customer and what their needs were, we ended up making 2007 a pivotal year for us. We launched Sightmark brand to great accolades in the market. We ended up growing so fast that we had difficulty keeping up with the Sightmark production for years to come after that point. So when you think about what Sightmark really is and why we created it, Sightmark was about providing the most amazing experience for AR-15 platform. Initially, the concept was to make it versatile. We wanted to make it dynamic. If you're going from short distance shooting to long distance shooting, low light to high light environments, we wanted a product line that would handle all those. And we're really proud of the work we did in those days, especially because at that time, again, nobody really was looking at tactical. We would show tactical type products to the big retailers, and everyone's like, the shooting market's hunting. No one was interested in tactical, and we kept pushing the theme that the future of the shooting industry is tactical, and today you don't even discuss that anymore because it is. It's the main market is a tactical type product. Reflex sights, low magnification rifle scopes, lights and lasers, all those things that we did in the early days and becoming the industry that we know today. What was the major takeaways or lessons learned for Sightmark on the Sightmark experience? I think first and foremost is that if you have a vision and you have a brand, a product that you want to bring to the market, you'll look around, you'll never have enough resources, enough time to do it the perfect way. And I think one of the great successes of Sightmark is we launched and we figured things out as we went, and we learned and pivoted, and we ended up creating an amazing brand that's been very, very successful. At some point, it's about the work, it's about getting things finished, planning and learning and moving forward. The other thing that we learned from Sightmark is sometimes keeping up with demand and try to take care of your customers by supplying as much product as they're demanding is not the best solution. Sometimes you do have to say, we're gonna forego sales and taking care of those customers because we wanna focus on providing only the best quality product. And I think that's something that we've done very, very well in the last few years, starting with our ISO quality standard implementation. The other thing I would say with Sightmark is you try and think big and take chances. Some of our early forays into some product categories that aren't around today, we even went to GPS technology. We tried a host of different accessories. You kind of find out the brand's focus. And if you go too far from that brand focus, you're gonna lose some of that audience. So the other takeaway from Sightmark is figure out what the brand's promise is and stick to that. And again, Sightmark's core essence is that it's gonna be providing the revolution of the digitalization of optics, and that's gonna provide new products for years to come and provide great enjoyment and better performance for all our customers. So Sightmark's future is bright and exciting. I'm so excited about the developments that's going on in product development with the thermal. Several years of innovation in digital rifle scopes and the team's dedication has allowed us to present a new way forward to the latest technology. Sightmark is going to become and is the leader on digitalization of optics. We are going to provide a platform that provides the latest technologies to allow people to do even more than they ever dreamed of before. So in my opinion, even though Sightmark has a long and successful history, I think we're just getting started, and I can't wait to see what the market does next with our great new products.